Oh, hello. My name is Mara and welcome to Books Like Whoa. Okay, it is time to haul some books that I got here at the beginning of the summer. I did not have a used bookstore run this month, so all of these are books I paid money for. And I think I'm okay with that. Like, I'm really excited about some of the things I got. And yeah, I think it was a good month of acquisitions, and I feel like I was, judicious in my use of some points that I had and some deals I got. So anyway, enough of my yammering. Let me just show you what I got. Okay, first we've got my installment this month of a Penguin cloth-bound classic, and this time I got Cranford because I've been on a real kick lately of wanting to read Elizabeth Gaskell. Now, no, that is different than actually reading Elizabeth Gaskell, but a few of her books have sounded really good to me, and she's somebody I've actually never read. So I really would like to read this. The other one I really want to read is North and South. For one, because I will not let myself see the miniseries until I've read that book. And for two, I'm sure this is not a unique description, but for the first time it clicked for me, which was it's a Pride and Prejudice with a manufacturing tycoon. And I was like, oh, that sounds amazing. I need to read that. So anyway, all that to say, I'm excited to dig into Elizabeth Gaskell at some point. But yeah, this is beautiful. Oh, look how lovely. And yeah, I really do want to get reading her backlist sometime in the near future. Okay, and then a couple of other sort of classic-y ones or collected works. One is Shirley Jackson's collected works. This is the, the Library of America edition, and I really wanted this. It has all of her, it has stories, which is my favorite thing from her, and then it also has her two most famous novels, which I've actually, have I read? I think I have read The Haunting of Hill House. I'm pretty sure I read that at some point in high school, but I've never read We Have Always Lived in the Castle, and her short stories were really influential on me when I first started writing fiction. She's just awesome. I dig her. And then I also picked up Angela Carter's newly released Every Man's Library collection. I think I've mentioned before that The Bloody Chamber is one of my very favorite short story collections. I think I said it was my favorite, but upon reflection, I was not thinking about Flannery O'Connor, so I don't know that I could really say that. But she is one of my very favorite short story writers, so I'm delighted to have a nice addition in a series I'm collecting from one of my very favorite authors. Another collection I got was A Bolt from the Blue and Other Essays, which is a collection of Mary McCarthy essays. I was inspired. I read Sharp by Michelle Dean in April, and she really intrigued me to want to read more from Mary McCarthy. It's edited by A.O. Scott. Yeah, I'm really excited. This went on sale. It's normally a $35 book, and it went on sale for $25, so I snatched it up while I could. But yeah, I'm excited to get to this. I have a whole list of essays that I want, essay collections I want to get from various prominent thinkers of the 20th century based on reading that book Sharp, and she was one of them. So yeah, I'm excited to have this. Then if you saw last month how much I fucking loved Aidi, I went ahead and with some points that I had picked up Difficult Women by Roxane Gay. Yeah, I absolutely loved Aidi. It's my favorite book I've read so far this year, so I'm very happy to have her other short story collection, and hopefully I will get to that at some point this year. Okay, and then my last kind of literary-ish fiction selection is Eudora Welty's Delta Wedding. This is, I think, considered to be basically her main major book, and I have never read any Eudora Welty. I last month picked up a collection of her short stories because I wanted to try to read her this year, and like I said, this is a book club pick, so I would have probably gotten this book regardless of what book it was because I wanted to do the book club, but I'm really excited that this is it because yeah, I'm excited that I'm gonna check off an author, a great Southern author that I have not read before and feel like I need to rectify that state of affairs. So yeah, I'm excited to get to this. It is a paperback, and you guys know how I feel about that, but sometimes, needs must. Okay, and then a book that showed up this month because I pre-ordered it was Ocean Light by Nalini Singh. Now I'm very annoyed at myself that I have not caught up on this series. I've literally been saying for a year that I needed to catch up, and I have not done it, and another brand new hardback has arrived and I am still not caught up, so I'm pretty annoyed with myself about that. That being said, this is, I would say, probably my second favorite currently running series that's going right now, so I mean, I'm always gonna buy these, and I I genuinely do want to catch up, and I'm in that situation where you want to catch up, but you also want to make sure you're doing it when you're giving yourself plenty of time to enjoy it. So that keeps like pushing it back. Anyway, it's a whole thing. I am very happy that I have this, like, no regrets in that respect. It's just like, come on, girl, you gotta get your act together and catch up if you're gonna keep buying these brand new hardbacks. But anyway, I love this series. Glad to have the latest installment. Okay, and then we'll finish up with the only one order I got from Book Outlet this month. I ordered it in May, but it arrived this month, so we're talking about it now. First, we have We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. I have been wanting to do a deeper dive into YA mysteries, and this is one that is oft cited as a very good one. Yeah, I'm trying to read several, and then I want to give you guys like a recommendation video of like places to start, because I think it's a fun genre if you either like mysteries that are not too grisly, if you enjoy mysteries that are not super like dark in tone, or if you just like mysteries that involve young people or have sort of like a school setting. And I'd say all three of those things are true for me, so it's been good to expand my horizons by getting more into YA mysteries, and I'm looking for recommendations, so I thought as I read them I will give you guys some. But anyway, so that's why I got this. Then I picked up James St. James's Party Monster, which is a memoir by a very fabulous man named James St. James, who is a club kid in the 90s. And yeah, I've always wanted to read this, and I realized my library, like none of the libraries I have access to have this, and I saw it on Book Outlet, so I was like, yeah, I will definitely do this. If you've never seen Transformations on the WoW Network here on YouTube, I definitely recommend that. It's fascinating. It's just super interesting because he lets different artists, like makeup artists and drag queens and stuff, do like a transformation on him, and it's just crazy to see how many faces you can put on one person. So anyway, love that series, interested to read this. And then I grabbed another book by Simone St. James. I absolutely adored The Broken Girls, which I read earlier this year, and I've been seeing a few of her books on Book Outlet, so as I've seen them, I've been putting them in my cart. This is The Other Side of Midnight, and yeah, I'm excited to acquire her backlist either this way or through the library and make my way through it, because I think there's only maybe like 6 or 7 books from her I've not read, so it's sort of like an achievable goal. So yeah, I'm excited to get this from the library or to keep getting it from Book Outlet. And then finally we arrive at what is probably my most frivolous purchase, just in terms of like, it was a little rash, but I got the first 3 Mistborn novels from Brandon Sanderson in hardback, and let me tell you why I did this. I am somebody who very much prefers hardback, as you guys know if you've been watching this channel, and I had thought about getting Mistborn, just Mistborn, as a hardback, and discovered it was very hard to do, basically. I wasn't really seeing a lot of options on Amazon or Book Depository. I mean, I say that, it's not like it was impossible, but like getting a new edition that wasn't used didn't seem to be easily accessible. So when I saw 3 of these on Book Outlet, even though I've not read any Brandon Sanderson, I'm essentially acting in faith that I think that I'm going to like this enough to at least read the first 3 in that series, and I'm just really curious about it. I've listened to the podcast he does on writing, what is it called? Writing Excuses. I've listened to that for years, and I've enjoyed him on that. So anyway, everybody talks about his world building. I'm intrigued to learn more, and also, to be honest, I just thought these were really cool. Like, they have this like kind of almost like anime quality to the covers. I don't know, I just thought I really liked the art of them, and if I'm gonna end up keeping these, I want them in hardback. So I decided the 3 of them together were about $20, and I was like, I feel like that's a pretty good investment for something that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like, and that if I don't like, I'm confident I can get like decent trade-in value at the used bookstore. So this is sort of my like craziest purchase of the month. Okay, and that does it for June. I don't feel like I went that crazy. And again, like I said, I was very proud of how I was combining various like points and like gift card type situation things I had going to actually not spend all that much money on all of those. I say that, it was still a nice chunk of change. Let's not dwell on that. Anyway, I enjoyed, I'm really happy with all the books I got. I feel like they were all like well considered. So anyway, let me know if any of those sounded particularly interesting to you, or if you've read any of them, or maybe a book you got this month that you enjoyed. But besides that, I think this will do it. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, follow me on the social medias if you are so inclined. I have all that information listed in the description box below, and I think that will do it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!